At Ritual, we know what goes into the holiday season: the potluck planning, the gift giving, the spreadsheets. So this new year, take a moment for yourself with science backed support that puts you first. So, whether you're focusing on supporting foundational health with a clean vegan multivitamin or supporting your gut health with Symbiotic Plus, do it with 30% off your first month at ritual.com/podcast. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to We Are the Hansons. Today we're diving into every big family's nightmare. When sickness takes down the entire household at once. Whether it's the flu, a stomach bug, or a nasty cold, it's a challenge to keep things running while everyone is under the weather. If you've ever had multiple kids sick at the same time, or worse, been sick yourself while trying to take care of them, you know exactly how tough things can be. It usually starts with one person, a sniffle, a cough, or that dreaded, "Mom, my stomach hurts." The moment we suspect illness, we jump into prevention mode. It's almost like wildfire in our house. When one person gets it, it just goes right down the line. And at the very end, everybody's sick at the same time. You're still not out of the woods. You either just got it and it just goes to the next person and then they get it, and just on and on and on. We start with hand washing to make that our top priority. A lot of hand washing. We remind everyone constantly to wash their hands. Sanitizing everything. I go through and sanitize door handles, the remotes, anything else that gets touched a lot. The handles on the sinks, the shower handles, wiping walls down. I do everything just to stop it in its tracks. It doesn't always work, I'm going to tell you that. Separating the sick from the healthy, when possible. It doesn't always happen. It sometimes runs so fast, there's no way. So that's a challenging one. And then we stock up on a lot of essentials like tissues and Gatorade, a lot of water, easy to digest foods, soup, crackers. We also get the vitamin C drink. That really does help. I know some don't believe in that, but I'm telling you, with the amount of kids we've had, it works. It definitely does a world of difference. Despite our best efforts, sometimes it spreads so quick when everyone, including us as parents, are sick. It's all about survival. Some of our go-to strategies may include like designing sick areas, bedrooms. If you're sick, go to your room. Like I said, it does not always work that way. We try to make sure there's blankets and buckets, for stomach bugs, easy access to whatever the kids need, water, Gatorade, whatever it might be. We end up having to lower expectations in our house when everybody is sick. Like dishes might pile up and laundry might have to wait. And that's okay. The goal is to get through it and get everyone healthy again. Easy meals when everybody's sick. A lot of toast, a lot of soup, crackers, applesauce. Them types of foods become our best friends. Jell-O, whether it be liquid Jell-O, like fresh, warm Jell-O that hadn't been put in the fridge yet, or the cups of Jell-O, that stuff is good for you. Hydration is always the key. We push a lot of water, Pedialyte, broth, just to keep everyone from getting dehydrated. That can be a struggle too, because sometimes when you're that sick, you don't want to eat, you don't want to drink because you don't want to end up getting sick. It's a very big process. Very big process. This is the hardest part. How do we care for a full house of sick kids when you're sick yourself? We get a lot of questions about that because who wants to take care of sick people when they're sick themselves? Well, as parents, that is our responsibility to make sure our kids are taken care of first. The kids always get treated first. Me and my husband, we will tag team if possible. One will take that many kids and the other will take the remainder of the kids, or we alternate. It just back and forth between him and I. Letting the older kids help, even the younger kids can grab tissues or help bring water to them. Just depends. Depending on how sick they are. My little ones will help. The bigger ones will help. If we're that sick, the older ones and the little ones will definitely help. I remember being sick one time and I was so sick and so weak, I could not get up without feeling so dizzy that I wanted to pass out. Here I got my little Torin and my little Anna bringing me water, bringing me food, bringing me yogurt, whatever they could, and kept coming in and asking if I was okay. It makes you feel good when your kids do that. I mean, they have such a kind heart that they'll jump in and help, even when they're not feeling the best. And then if you need to let, somebody else help or whatever, it's okay. Give yourself some grace. Some illnesses hit harder than others, and we keep an eye out for warning signs. Dehydration, high fevers that won't break, or difficulty breathing. We watch the kids very close with that stuff because those three things can take you downhill quick. If one of the kids or me or my husband seem worse than normal, we don't hesitate to call a doctor or make a trip to urgent care. We get it taken care of right away because when, like I said, high fevers and difficulty breathing, that will take you down fast. So will dehydration. So pushing fluids is a must. Once the worst is over, it's about slowly getting your life back to normal. It takes time. It really does take time. Reintroducing good food carefully because no one wants to clean up another mess. And you got to do it slow. Deep cleaning the house. When I am done being sick and I am feeling much better, even if I'm still a little under the weather, but I feel great, or at least better than I was, I am that person that jumps into action right away and I deep clean. I wipe everything down The floors get mopped really good. There is a process. I tend to be that parent. As soon as everybody is just coming out of it, I'm scrubbing. As soon as everybody's done, and I know everybody's done, I'm scrubbing. I don't want to have it hit us again because it just spreads so fast and it's miserable for everyone in the home. We don't expect everything to be 100% right away. It's going to be messy, and we know this. If we're all sick, it's fine. The house can be a mess. We will deal with it when we all feel better. I try not to be that parent that if my kids are sick, I'm yelling at them to get up and help. They need the rest. When you are sick, you need that rest. You go, you lay down, and you take a break. You just chill out, sleep, because sleep does help the body recuperate. It helps the body, get back to its normal. If you're up running around and you're sick, you're not letting your body rest at all to help you start feeling better. So it's very good to have that rest. I always tell my kids, eat light, especially if you have the stomach bug, because if you eat a whole bunch of food, you're just going to go in and get sick, and it's not going to stay down. So eat something like soup. The broth in soup is so good for you. That's when I'm the mom that when everybody is feeling under the weather, I'm cooking the soup. We do a lot of chicken noodle soup when the kids are sick or we're sick or, the whole house is sick. I try and do soup because it's so good when you're sick. Crackers, there for a while, I remember Torrin and Anna were sick really bad one time and couldn't get them to drink anything and they were burning up. So I was literally taking a syringing water into their mouth to get them at least to have some type of liquid in their mouth. We did temperature checks all the time, to see what fevers were. I'd keep a log of all that, kept down who took what for medicines, because you don't want to overdose on ibuprofen and Tylenol. So you got to make sure that you know what you took. And sometimes when you're sick, you forget. So it's just best to just write it all down. When I say sick zones, I don't mean that you got to stay in your bedroom constantly, because you do not. If you want to come out and get fresh air, walk outside, sit on the back deck and get some fresh air. Fresh air is good when you are sick as well. It just breathing in that air, it helps, especially if you're having trouble breathing. That fresh air helps. Screen time is like survival mode. We've usually mindful of screen time, but on 6 days, the TV is sometimes our best friend. Who wants to just sleep? Sometimes you just need to relax and put on a movie, curl up in a blanket, and just relax. I love that. We look for signs of dehydration. If they're not going to the bathroom, if they have dry lips or seem weak, we make sure they're getting enough fluids. Sometimes even with electrolyte drink in a medicine syringe, if they refuse to drink, that works, especially for the little ones, because sometimes they don't want nothing. And you're like, you got to take this medicine. It will make you feel better. And they'll take it. That helps us a lot too. Just recovery and getting back to normal. Once the worst is over, that recovery mode kicks in right away. And when you get on the mend and you're feeling great, it's amazing. And then you can catch up on, when you're sick, you caught up on all your lost sleep. So now you have all kinds of energy and you're back to your normal self. Deep cleaning, I do that when I feel better because I got my energy back. I'm ready to go. And then a lot of times people will ask us, do you use home remedy medicine or do you go to Walmart or a pharmacy and pick up all kinds of medicine? We do a few different things. Sore throats and colds are usually done with, in our home, is a spoonful of honey and lemon and a little bit of water. Mix it together. You got to squeeze your lemon into the honey and the water. Mix it, and you don't have to put a lot of water, just enough to rinse it down. You drink it. I'm telling you, that works amazing when you are sick with a cold or a sore throat. And then we drink a lot of, like I said, the vitamin C called Emergency. We get that, and it seems like it works amazing as well. Lots of orange juice. Depending on the situation, we might get like Theraflu or something like that. But usually none of the kids nor us like to take medicines, especially my little Anna, because she takes enough medicines already. She doesn't want to take any more. To her, it's just, why do I got to take more medicine? So it's not fun for her at all. So we try to stay clear of giving meds, and we just try and come up with the home remedy stuff first. If we have to get on, like if one of the kids gets pneumonia or something like that, that's a different story. Then they'll prescribe them a steroid to help with getting it kicked quicker. But usually, for the most part, we don't just go and buy a whole bunch of meds. We do take a lot of vitamins, so that does help us with not getting sick as much, and just practicing, hand washing and making sure that things are wiped down and disinfected at home, and going into the store and disinfecting the cart handles. We know when we're out and about that we are running a risk of getting sick, and that's okay. We also can help prevent it a little bit by doing our part. We know, obviously, airborne illnesses, we're going to get that. But every time we get sick, we tell our kids, we are building our immunity, guys. This is how it works. So our kids really do know that if you're not washing your hands and you're not disinfecting shopping carts at Walmart, you're bound to get sick. You're bound to get sick anyway with the breathing in when somebody's been in there sick and it's airborne. So you're bound to get sick. We just take it when we get it and we battle through it, and that's all we really can do. It is very troubling sometimes, but we make it work. We get through it. So at the end of the day, sickness happens in a big family. It's never just one person sick. Never. The key to surviving the worst of it and knowing that in a few days, even if they feel like the longest days ever, life will get back to normal. What are your go-to tips for handling sick days in your family? You can reach out to us on our Facebook at We Are the Hansons, or you can send us an email at wearethehansonsshow@gmail.com. And please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, We Are the Hansons.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.